Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about taking big ideas and making them, well, usable. And today, we're diving into a really powerful way to understand what's actually going on inside our own heads.
All right, let's just jump right in with something I think we've all been through, right? You're having a perfectly good day, everything's fine, and then someone says one little thing, one comment, and boom, the whole day is just ruined. Why? How does that even happen? Well, here's the twist. The real answer isn't about what they said at all. It's about who, or maybe what, was listening inside of you. There's this part of us that's always on high alert, and it's super sensitive. So here's how we're going to break this down. We'll start with why insults hurt so much. Then we're going to meet this, let's call it the surviving child. We'll look at the three parts of you, how to become an observer, and then get into a huge shift from I am to in me. And we'll wrap it up with a great story about a millionaire in rags. Okay, first things first, that sting, that feeling you get when someone insults you. We need to dig into that. Because, the reason it has so much power over us points to something really deep, something a lot of us don't even realize we believe. See, the thing is, for so many of us, our sense of security, like our feeling that we're okay and we belong, is totally wrapped up in what other people think. It's like we've outsourced our safety to their opinions. So when someone criticizes or dismisses you, it doesn't just feel like a bad opinion. It feels like a threat to your very survival. So, who is this part of us that's so hungry for approval all the time? Well, there's a really fantastic name for it, and it tells you everything you need to know. It's called the surviving child. And this isn't just some cutesy psychological term. No, this is real. It's the personality you literally built as a kid to make sure you got the love and security you needed to, well, survive. It figured out exactly what to do and who to be to keep the grown-ups happy. And here's how it happens, step by step. As a kid, you need love to feel safe. Simple enough. But you quickly learn that love often comes with strings attached. It's conditional. So you develop a whole personality designed to meet those conditions, right? To get that love. But here's the kicker. Those survival patterns, they stick around. They follow you right into adulthood. And that's where all this tension comes from. So does any of this ring a bell? That low-grade tension that's just always there? Or that little spike of jealousy when someone else gets the spotlight? That deep, nagging fear of failure? Or how about that constant need to prove you're good enough? Yeah, those are all hallmarks of the surviving child running the show, always looking for danger and always begging for approval. Okay, so we've got this surviving child, but that's just piece number one. It's actually part of a bigger system inside of us. To really get it, we need to zoom out and look at the whole inner crew. So check this out. It's like we have three souls, or three parts, working inside us. First, there's the natural soul. That's our surviving child, right? It runs on fear and desire. Then you've got the intellectual soul. Think of this as your inner observer, the part that can just see things with clarity. And finally, there's the divine soul. This is your true self. Its natural state is just calm, whole. Now, here's the problem. For pretty much all of us, we are completely identified with that natural soul. We don't just feel fear, we think, I am afraid. And when that happens, our brilliant mind, our intellect, stops being an objective observer. Instead, it just becomes a lawyer for the surviving child, constantly coming up with reasons to justify all its fears and wants. But, and this is a big but, there's a way out. This is the game changer. We can break that pattern. And the secret is to wake up our intellectual soul and let it do its real job. And it all comes down to this one simple idea. The moment we see it, we are not it. Think about that. The second you can actually observe a feeling, like anger, you've created a separation. You aren't the anger anymore. You're the one watching the anger. And that, right there, is the superpower of your intellectual soul. It can just watch all the drama, all the thoughts and feelings swirling around without getting sucked into the storm. It's like creating this little pocket of space, this buffer, so you're no longer just getting tossed around by whatever you happen to be feeling. Okay, this is where it gets really practical. Let's talk about how to turn this idea into a technique you can actually use. This is the how-to part. This is the prescription for inner freedom. In this slide, honestly, this is the whole thing right here. Look at the shift in language. On one side, you have I am afraid. That's identification. You and the fear are one and the same.
But on the other side, there is fear in me. Whoa, see the difference? Now the fear is just something passing through. It's not you. You're the space it's happening in.
So here's the path. It's super simple. Step 1, you notice the feeling. Step 2, you just describe it differently. Instead of I am worried, you say to yourself, there is worry in me. That little change, it cuts off the energy supply. It starves the emotion because its fuel is your belief that it is you. And once it weakens, once it loses its grip, that's when you can finally hear that quiet, calm voice of your true self, your divine soul. So what's the end game here? What does it actually feel like to live from that place? Well, there's this amazing analogy that perfectly describes where most of us are and where we could be. Get this. It's like you're an 80-year-old millionaire, but you're still living like a beggar, sifting through trash cans for scraps. Isn't that a powerful picture? We all have this incredible inner wealth, this infinite supply of peace and wisdom that is our divine soul. But because we're so used to identifying with that scared, needy, surviving child, we don't even know the money's in the bank. Let's break that down, because it's perfect. The inner wealth, that's your divine soul. The beggar's mindset, that's being stuck as the surviving child. And the parasitic relatives, brilliant, right? Those are your fearful thoughts, literally living off the energy, the inheritance of your divine soul. So how do you claim your fortune? You just have to realize you're not the beggar. You're the millionaire. And I want to be really clear about something. The goal here isn't to kill off the surviving child. It's not the enemy. It's just not supposed to be driving the car. It's about a leadership change. You're gently taking the keys from the terrified kid in the driver's seat and handing them over to the calm, wise adult in the back, your divine soul. It's their turn to drive. So, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one question. You have infinite inner wealth. It's already yours. Are you ready to finally claim it? Thanks for tuning in.